Okay. All right. Well, Brad Gerstner last night, Gerstner, right? Anyway, in BG2 and in their first broadcast in 3 weeks, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting.
Yeah.
Anyway, Brad was very, he's like me, super optimist. And he goes, look, we're going to have to grow our way out of this. So that is, of course, part of the Besant three-legged stool is get the GDP way higher than it is now. And as you grow the GDP, you will reduce the debt, you will reduce the interest rates, you will reduce the interest rate payments, which will reduce the debt further, or the deficit further. So getting the economy boosted, which is what I think Trump spends most of his time doing, and what Elon says, well, that's what I'm going to have to do to help out. I'm going to have to get the economy going. And of course, then all of AI will be making an additional contribution. So what did you think what Brad had to say?
I think it's very important. And I think this is what we've all kind of reached for in the absence of any other solution. It's more than possible that we could grow our way out of it, particularly if you take into account, you think about Cathie Wood's thesis.
Right.
It's quite clear that we are about to enter into this golden period, and that could lead to massive growth in in all the pillars of this modern revolution. I think it's possible, but it's also possible that in that growth, we will see a dramatic blossoming of healthcare costs.
Okay.
So I think both things have to be true. I think we have to get control of healthcare. When the healthcare industry is becoming a massive, it's developing a life of its own.
Right.
And it's becoming so massive that, it's almost controlling our lives. And it's become politically incredibly powerful, as we saw in COVID. And as we see now, so it's so important. It is so important to get control of that. So, but it's more than possible we'll grow our way out. It doesn't mean to say that we can neglect some of the foundational problems, and they are as follows: healthcare, reforming the defense complex,
right?
Because we cannot afford to become weak in the face of Chinese growth, Chinese strength, and Russian aggression. That no matter how fast you grow, that'll ruin your whole day. And then the third leg of that is our political divide in the country. I mean, I can't tell you how upset we are as a family about the shooting that happened in DC.
Sure, 100%.
By the way, I'm understanding that the guy who was killed is not even a Jew.
Right.
An Israeli Christian.
Right.
You know what? The level of hatred has reached a point, and it is being encouraged by this crazy progressive wing of the Democratic Party and by these crazy educationists. So we have to solve this problem. It's like having the Ku Klux Klan run rampant in our country. So yeah, I'm not as happy-go-lucky as Brad Gerstner. I'm not as sunny as you are. I see these problems, and I feel that we have to tackle them.
We do, absolutely, 100%. And I wouldn't deny that for a minute.